I know I've said a lot that, like, teenagers in general are just mean and stuff, but our Rangers this episode were just kind of... Hey everyone, Ranger Liz here. I'm coming back, finally feeling enough better to start recording some more things. It's Wednesday night. We're finally getting to talk about episode number 9, Cut Off, from Power Rangers Dino Fury. Now, this hasn't aired on Nickelodeon yet. If you're like, what? I haven't seen it. It's been on Netflix. Episodes 9, 10, and 11 are all on Netflix. We've gotten the preview for episode 12. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to review episode 10 or 9. And then probably hit cut and then just do episode 10 as well. And then see when I can't get these out for you. But I gotta tell you, this was not the best episode to come back from hiatus on. I don't know why. Just the more times I've watched it, the more I'm just, like, mad at it. Let me just get started with the Rangers are going camping. Set the scene. Rangers are going camping. They start getting on Ollie about his gadgets. Now, look, solar-powered toenail clippers, I will give you that one. But he said that as an offhand joke. The fact that this guy has got a retractable, like, pole, like, hiking stick. I mean, come on. Okay. Battery powered, so, well, I know they're on his shoes, but batteries? Really? I mean, people need electricity. Yeah, Zato, like, who needs electricity? I don't know, have you been on our planet for a while? Everything runs on electricity. It's a good thing when Amelia's like, well, I'm just gonna make that call. Oh, well, it didn't work anyway, but it would've been bad if your battery was dead and you wouldn't have had any backup. I like camping, okay? I like going camping. And them dissing all of his camping stuff, it irks me. It irks the heck out of me. And overall, like, why are they just so snappy and so mean to Ollie about all of this? What the crap happened to them before this episode started? But, you know, he's like, whatever, we're gonna do our own thing. He's still happy. He's gonna try to show Zato his hammock thing. And yeah, it went awry, but, anywho, they go find Void Knight. His next thing is he's got a giant balloon and it's going to interrupt all of their telecommunications and their teleportation, I guess, which is the teleportation to telecommunication? Maybe. Maybe not. Thanks, computer. We're going to go with yes. Anywho, he does that all with the balloon and they're like, oh, there's this huge balloon up there. Earlier in the episode, Izzy's like, man, this fire would make a great javelin, says the javelin person. There's a big balloon up there. I wonder how we should get it down. Let's just walk back. No, like, you guys can't morph, and you can't call anyone on your cell phones, and you're just like, well, we'll just walk. Like, you can't, I don't know why. I don't know why this episode just freaking bothered me. And I say at first, it was because I was sick when I watched it, and I'm like, are you kidding me? You know, we come back usually from hiatus, and it's like a banger, and we get the new Ranger and stuff. And then we get this. We just get the Rangers being mean to Ollie. Jane and Jayborg, they just find the Sporex. It was funny. It was within, they were in like a wishing well, like a pond thing, fountain even, if you will. I thought it was hilarious. Jane and Jayborg, Jane's trying to teach her how to, like, you know, oh, now you make a wish. And after their phones are dead, she's like, oh, I wish we had another way to make a phone call. You know, how to get a hold of the Rangers. Jane's like, it's a payphone. Let's do it. She's like, nah, it's dead. Jayborg, I'm missing a beat. Well, I want a refund. Like, that, I thought that was funny to me when it comes to this kind of, like, just, I don't know why. Why did it bother me so much? That's fine. The Rangers go take off, but Ollie couldn't because he didn't have any other shoes. They end up making a big old circle. They have no idea where they're going, and they can't survive without tech. And here's Ollie with all of this tech, who clearly can make things. They've seen him create things. Remember back with, like, Void Knight's scanner, mixing with his mom's tech? Yeah, it didn't quite work, but look, he has all these ideas, and now they're like, oh, wow, look at it in action. Maybe this is a good job. I don't know, man. I don't know, where the dialogue and everything was just strange in it. There was the why the chicken crossed the road joke, which they were joking like it isn't funny. They're like, I thought jokes were meant to be funny, and just not. Though I will say, one of the funny things is that Void Knight got hit by, like, one thing. He's like, no, you defeated me. And the Rangers believed him. He's like, I'm just kidding. So Void Knight's big thing was having the Rangers' communication down is that he could just go run around the city and gather up Sporks without the Rangers getting to them first. The thing is, he doesn't want to try to take over. He's not trying to get all the power for, like, powering himself to destroy things. It's because he just wants the Sporks to power up his machine. He doesn't even need the freaking monsters. Like, that's not his thing. He's just fine if the monster gets big and the Rangers destroy it. As long as it powers up and he gets it, he's completely fine with this. And he ends up with, like, I don't know, you know, 4 or 5 at the end of the day. Overall, it's a net positive. I hope the Rangers learn a lesson to stop being such a douchebag to Ollie. And Ollie's like, well, I'm going to have to save them all again with this. He's up creating this, I don't know, it was a giant arrow and it pops the balloon. And it works great. And they go into town and they fight and they eventually take down Rustafa or whatever his name was. He gets destroyed. Void Knight doesn't get his Sporex, but overall, I mean, he's happy and fine with it because he's still got all of his stuff and he's powering up this machine to get his lady, or at least that's what we think it is. He did say one last thing at the end is that he's going to have a plan to get to the Rangers to get more Sporex that they won't even see coming, which usually means, you know, it's either underground, it's in space, it's a shapeshifter, like, I mean, usually when they can't see coming, there's only a handful of things monsters are going to be thinking about, but he did learn that, hey, you put a Sporex in a monster, it gets even bigger, or a robot, and so, haha, they're not going to see who's coming. Now, if you've seen the Sentai, or if you've seen the previews, there's another general on their way. Spoiler, they can change their appearance. That is going to be one we meet in the next episode, so I won't talk about them too much, but Campbell Cooley finally gets his credit in Power Rangers for the season, so we're very, very excited to see him. And then, of course, episode 11 is about Amelia and Pop Pop, so I'm really excited about that also. But this episode about being cut off, by the end, here's another thing. Like, do you have to make it to where you think someone's gonna get really yelled at? And, like, I don't... The last joke at the end was just... the last joke at the end is he hit the thing for the sleeping bag and she rolled down and she was like, "Rah!" And then, you know, Ollie's like, oh god, she's gonna be mad at me again. And then she was okay with it. And I don't know if I feel bad, like, somebody who has anxiety. But I'm like, man, honestly, if I was Ollie after this whole trip, I'd be like, I'd not feel good about the whole interaction. And again, maybe that's just because I wasn't feeling good when I watched it. And then I had to keep rewatching it before, because I've seen this episode almost 4 times already. And I'm happy with not watching it again anymore after this. Character roundup. Zato, I didn't really do too much as a leader or whatever. Izzy had a few lines, constantly just mean. Amelia, the cutest thing about her was that she said it's cute, or it was adorable, whenever Ollie talked to the little arrow. So you know, maybe, and then she's like, it's kind of adorable. Maybe a little something going in there, Sparks. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Javi didn't, I mean, he just kind of made the joke about, you know, camping should be easy. Laying in a hammock, you know, playing guitar, eating all the marshmallows. He's just kind of the happy-go-lucky guy in the background. And Ollie, you know, good on him for sticking with his ideas and sticking with his plan to go through it, even whenever his friends doubted him and didn't believe him. He still did what it took, and he got their communications balloon or whatever shot down so the Rangers could save the day. Overall, the villains won this round. Yeah, the Rangers got 1 Sporex, but the villains got, what, like 4 or 5. So, and, you know, another in the win column. You know, he's just going to keep finding out more ways, and we'll see. It's good. Void Knight's got an idea, at least. I guess I pushed that forward, but I was admittedly kind of bummed that there was no Gold Ranger. There wasn't a huge plot push or anything. It was just, we're back, let's camp. Not really. Rangers would absolutely hate the fact that I like to go camping in my parents' RV, because apparently that's not camping. I'll glamp all you want, that's fine. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna go pretty much change gears and go review episode 10, get these all edited and whatever. But let me know what you thought of this episode. I seriously have been like, Dino Fury is not missed yet, and maybe it's just me being a camping person or whatever that was just like, no, I'm just mad. I don't know. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Be subscribed if you haven't already. See you in the next video. Mwah! Love you. Toodles.